จะระลึกตึกตึกตึกตึกตึกตึกตึกตึกตึกตึกจะระลึกตึกตึกตึกตึกตึกตึกตึกจะระลึกตึกตึกตึกตึกตึกตึกมานี่แล้วตึกตึกจะระลึกตึกตึกมานี่แล้วตึกตึกตึกตึกตึกตึกตึกตึกตึกตึกตึกอ้าวโอ้ฮ่าตึกตึกตึกจะระลึกตึกตึกตึกตึกตึกตึกจะระลึกตึกตึกตึกตึกตึกตึกจะระลึกตึกตึกจ๊ะเอ๋อ้าวโอ้จ๊ะเอ๋อ้าวโอ้ฮ่าhello everyone. Welcome to my video. Today is Wednesday, the 23rd of October 2024. My name is Dan Kita from Thailand. In this video, I like to talk about the true Dharma in Buddhism for the people who have the most wisdom. If you are a real person who wants to end suffering and attain Nirvana in this life, you have to listen to me only because I'm Parhan in Thailand. I'm ready to help everyone on this earth to attain Nirvana in this life. I'm ready, but are you ready? The word Arahant means a perfect person who has realized as it really is and has attained Nirvana. Dharma was taught by the Buddha can solve all problems, not just temporarily but forever. If you want to end suffering permanently, you must attain Nirvana in this life. Achieving Nirvana is the end of all suffering because there is no cause to be born anymore. True Dharma doesn't have inspirational quote. There are only the truth that everyone can understand. Can you understand me? Buddhism does not teach us to solve life problems and not teach to let go when we are suffering. The cause of suffering is we are misunderstanding. We believe that this is our true self, so we attach to everything in this world. Then we will suffer. I want to say อยากรอ What you see now, it doesn't mean a man who is walking. It doesn't mean a man who is speaking. Hello everyone, welcome to my video. And doesn't mean a man who is singing ขอสักเพลง The young one, dying was the young one, and the young one, and it doesn't mean a man who is singing. เพลงชาติเพลง Don't look so sad, I know it's over, ไม่ธรรมดา I show you like this. You see the way you see as it is all the time. Can you stand me? Topic to speak in this video, and let's take a look. Rebirth is useless because you will suffer from hunger and misunderstanding due to lack of wisdom. Why do you say that? When we die and reborn again, we must suffer. No matter how many times we are born again, the ultimate goal of studying in Buddhism is to attain Nirvana only. It's not just about wanting to know what the Buddha taught. Then you will suffer again. Basically, you must first understand what the Buddha taught. The Buddha taught Dharma only. Dharma is the true nature of reality that has no name in any position as we believe it. What you see now, Dhamma doesn't mean Dhamma. What you see, Dhamma only. This is Dhamma, the Dhamma. Basically, you must first understand what the Buddha taught, as I told you. The Buddha taught Dhamma only. Dharma is the true nature of reality that has no name in any fictional language as we believe it. Dharma is not a human being, it's not an animal. Dharma doesn't mean a dog, doesn't mean an animal, doesn't mean a หมา มานี่เร็วมาดึงไข่หน่อย Dharma doesn't mean anything according to the meaning of the fictional language as we believe. มานี่เร็วลูกมาเร็วมาดึงไข่หน่อย Dharma doesn't mean an animal, doesn't mean the หมา doesn't mean a dog. Can you stand me? If you want to overcome anger, overcome suffering, overcome depression and anxiety, you must try to understand every story I convey and consider along as I said over and over again until it goes deep into your heart. Then you will understand it, and finally you will have opportunity to attain Nirvana life. Wow, Dharma doesn't mean animal, doesn't mean จิ้งจกจะจับจิ้งจกตัวนี้ไป Let's take a look. Before talking about Dharma in Buddhism, I have something to show you. And let's take a look. And there. Let's take a look. Buddhism does not teach that life is suffering, but teaches universal truth to attain Nirvana. Life and body don't suffer, but the misunderstanding that comes from thoughts cause suffering. And the word avijja is Pali language. It means ignorant in English. Ignorance doesn't mean lack of knowledge. And let's take a look. Every story I convey in the video, I want you to understand about the decorated thoughts or thought processes. From birth to death, there is only the decorated thoughts or thought processes happen for realizing all the time and cannot be stopped. The decorated thought has no owner. You are not the owner of the decorated thought because the decorated thoughts are natural. And let's take a look. Number 3, because you have never heard about the decorated thoughts before, you must often listen to this if you want to end suffering permanently. You are happy or suffer because the decorated thought or thought process are on duty to think all the time by giving meaning and value to what you see or hear within a fraction of a second and end up at like or dislike. If you like it, this means you are happy, but if you don't like it, this means you suffer. And I have something to show you. Number 1, you suffer because you misunderstanding. You misunderstanding because you lack of wisdom. You lack of wisdom because you don't know ignorance as it really is. Realizing of your thought as it really is can literally help you to become a wise person. Then ignorance will fade away by itself. If you want to overcome anger, overcome suffering, overcome depression and anxiety, you must try to understand every story I convey in the video. When you listen to me, you must consider along as I said over and over again until it goes deep into your heart. Then you will understand it, and finally you will have opportunity to attain Nirvana life. I said this is not an exaggeration. Can you stand me? The topic to speak in this video, I say rebirth is useless. Rebirth is useless because you will suffer from hunger and misunderstanding due to lack of wisdom. Buddhism does not teach us to solve life problem and not teach to let go when we are suffering. The cause of suffering is we are misunderstanding. We believe that this is our true self, so we attach to everything in this world. Can you understand me? The following story can help you to understand about the decorated thought. You suffer or you are happy because the decorated thoughts are on duty to think by giving meaning and value to what you see all around. From now on, I like to talk about if you want to end suffering permanently and attain Nirvana in this life. When you are alone, you must consider like this. If you want to end suffering permanently and attain Nirvana in this life, when you are alone, you must consider like this. You must consider like this. When we die and reborn again with a new body. Our new body, it may not be a human. It may be an animal, or maybe devil, or maybe born in hell. But if we are lucky back, we born again as normal person. We may be crippled, such as be deaf and dumb, be a blind man, be a madman. Whether we are born again as normal person or crippled, we must suffer. The Buddha said, food hungriness is the most suffering disease because if there is no food to eat, we will die. Can you understand me? As I told you, if you want to end suffering permanently, you must attain Nirvana only. Achieving Nirvana is the end of all suffering because there is no cause to be born anymore. When you listen to me, you consider along as I said over and over again, until it goes deep into your heart. Then you will understand it, and finally, you decided to attain Nirvana this life. Can you understand me? The following example can help you to understand about the decorated thought or thought process. Let's take a look. As soon as you see this, in reality, you see the way you see as it is. While you are seeing, again, as soon as you see this, you see naturally. You never use the language, say to yourself, I'm seeing a red car. In the same way, as soon as you see this, you see naturally. You never use the language, say to yourself, I'm seeing a cat. And as soon as you see this, you see naturally. You never use the language, say to yourself, I'm seeing a woman. If someone asks you, what are you seeing now? Then you will use fictional language to answer, I'm seeing a woman. Wow. When you answer with fictional language, I'm seeing a woman, this means the decorated thoughts are on duty to think according to the meaning of fictional language by giving meaning and value to what you see. This means you're right. This means a woman. Can you understand me? When you listen to me, you must be broad-minded to listen and consider along as I said over and over again. Because you have never heard someone say like me before, as I told you. The story in this talk is suitable for the people who have the most freedom and want to attain Nirvana in this life. The fools cannot understand in this talk. I want to say, those who can understand in this talk must be counted individually. That how many people are there? I believe that you are a wise person who can understand me in this talk. Finally, you will have opportunity to attain Nirvana in this life. Being aware of what you are thinking is the best way to end false suffering and attain Nirvana. The following an example can help you to understand about being aware of what you are thinking. The first example is, if you want to sweep on the floor, like this, while you are sweeping on the floor, can you realize your thought? You want to do like this, sweep from the left hand side to the right hand, sweep from right hand to the left hand side. You want to sweep like this. I want to know why you are sweeping on the floor. Can you realize your thought? The thought process are on duty to think. And you do like this. the thought process are on duty to think. Because you have never heard someone say like me before. When you listen to me, you must consider along, as I said, over and over again. And in the same way, if you want to drink water, you can know that at first. If you want to drink water, you have to rotate. Screw cap. You have to rotate this screw cap. You have to rotate to the left to open like this. Can you realize your thought? Again, I want to say, let's take a look. If you want to drink water at first, you have to think to rotate the screw cap. You have to rotate to the left to open. You have to do like this. Can you realize your thought? You want to do like this. Why you are rotating? Like this? Can you realize your thought? If you can do that, if you can realize, this means you are a wise person. Why you are, I want to say, why you are realizing your thought? This means you are a wise person. You doesn't have the language to say. Why you are rotating this screw cap? You do like this. You do naturally. You never use the language. Say to yourself, I want to open this screw cap by rotating to the left to open, like this. But you do. You rotate naturally. Can you realize yourself? You want to do like this without using the language. Say to yourself, I'm rotating a screw cap. I'm rotating a screw cap. Can you realize your thought? Every story I convey in the video is difficult to understand or hardly impossible to understand. As I told you, if you want to overcome anger, overcome suffering, overcome depression and anxiety, being aware of what you are thinking is the best way. I absolutely forbid you to practice meditation and walking meditation, and I absolutely forbid you to practice about non-attachment and letting go. The best way to end up for suffering and attain Nirvana is being aware of what you are thinking. If you want to end suffering permanently and attain Nirvana in this life, and you don't want to be born anymore, you must try to understand every story I convey in the video and consider along as I said over and over again until it's go deep into your heart. Then you will understand it, and finally you will have opportunity to attain Nirvana in this life. Nothing more to say than this. Please bear in mind.